Mr. President of the General Assembly, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. The one-year mark of Russia's invasion of Ukraine stands as a grim milestone for the people of Ukraine and for the international community. That invasion is an affront to our collective conscience. It is a violation of the United Nations Charter and international law. It is having dramatic humanitarian and human rights consequences, and the impact is being felt far beyond Ukraine. As I said from day one, Russia's attack on Ukraine challenges the cornerstone principles and values of our multilateral system. The UN Charter is unambiguous, and I quote, "All members shall refrain in their international relations from the threat or use of force against the territorial integrity or political independence of any state, or in any other manner inconsistent with the purposes of the United Nations." Mr. President, Excellencies, the General Assembly has addressed in the clearest terms the attempt by the Russian Federation to illegally annex 4 regions of Ukraine: Kherson, Zaporizhia, Donetsk, and Luhansk. In doing so, the Assembly reaffirmed the long-standing principles of international law contained in its landmark Friendly Relations Declaration of 1970. Namely that, and I quote, "The territory of a state shall not be the object of acquisition by another state resulting from the threat or use of force, and that no territorial acquisition resulting from the threat or use of force shall be recognized as legal." End of quote. The position of the United Nations is unequivocal. We are committed to the sovereignty, independence, unity, and territorial integrity of Ukraine within its internationally recognized borders. Monsieur le Président,
Mr. President,
l'ONU est restée
the United Nations
sur le terrain,
has stayed on the
travaillant
ground,
avec les partenaires
working with
humanitaires.
humanitarian partners.
4 Ukrainiens
Fully
sur 10 ont
40%
besoin
of
d'une aide
Ukrainians
humanitaire.
are in need of humanitarian
Des
assistance.
infrastructures vitales ont
Vital
été prises
infrastructure
par
has been
cible pour
targeted.
cible. Des systèmes d'eau, d'énergie et
Water,
de
energy
chauffage
and heating
ont
systems
été
have been
détruits en
destroyed
plein
in
hiver.
the dead of winter.
Les organismes des Nations Unies
UN
coopèrent
agencies
également avec
have
les
also
pays
been
d'accueil
cooperating with host
qui ont reçu
countries
plus de 8
that
millions
received more than
d'Ukrainiens,
8 million
ce qui constitue la
Ukrainians,
pire crise
the
de
largest
réfugiés
refugee
depuis la Seconde
crisis
Guerre
since
mondiale.
the Second World War.
La semaine dernière,
Last year,
les Nations Unies ont lancé
the
un
UN
appel d'aide
launched
humanitaire
a
à hauteur de 5,6
$5.6
milliards de dollars
billion
pour la
humanitarian
population
appeal
ukrainienne.
for the people of
Je
Ukraine.
vous exhorte à apporter un
I
soutien
urge your
sans
full
faille.
support.
Depuis le début de la guerre,
I
je me suis
have
rendu en
visited
Ukraine à 2
Ukraine twice
reprises
since the start of the
et
war,
j'y ai entendu
where
des
I heard
témoignages de
testimonies
graves
of
violations du droit
severe
international
violations
humanitaire
of
et des
international
droits humains.
humanitarian and human rights laws.
Dans ce conflit comme
In
ailleurs,
this conflict, as
l'Organisation
elsewhere,
des Nations
the
Unies est
United
déterminée à
Nations is
veiller au respect
committed
de la
to
justice
ensuring
et du
justice
principe
and
de
the principle of
responsabilité.
accountability.
Mr. President, even amidst the brutality of war, we have worked in concerted and creative ways to forge solutions. In Mariupol, the United Nations helped evacuate civilians trapped in the Azovstal steel plant. The Black Sea Grain Initiative has shown the possibility of Ukraine and Russia to advance global food security with the support of the government of Turkey and the United Nations. Despite ongoing challenges, the initiative to ship grain and other foodstuffs from Ukraine is making a difference. We are working hard to remove all remaining obstacles to the implementation of the Memorandum of Understanding between the Secretariat of the United Nations and the Russian Federation to facilitate exports of Russian food and fertilizers to global markets. This is also an important contribution to address global food insecurity, and we will continue to support these initiatives for the benefit of millions of people across the world especially in the Global South. Notwithstanding deep mistrust, the parties to the conflict have also worked out regular exchanges of prisoners of war facilitated by regional actors. These efforts can and must continue and expand as much as possible. Mr. President, over the past year, not only have we seen suffering and devastating grow, it is also becoming more evident just how much worse it could all still become. The possible consequences of a spiraling conflict are a clear and present danger. Every day, we are reminded of the grave threat that haunts us all when irresponsible military activity continues around the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, the largest nuclear facility in Europe. I commend the International Atomic Energy Agency for engaging the sides to ensure the area remains safe. The security and safety of all Ukrainian nuclear power plants must be guaranteed. The war is also fanning regional instability and fueling global tensions and divisions, while diverting attention and resources from other crises and pressing global issues. Meanwhile, we have heard implicit threats to use nuclear weapons. The so-called tactical use of nuclear weapons is utterly unacceptable. It is high time to step back from the brink. Complacency will often deepen the crisis while further eroding our shared principles proclaimed in the Charter. Mr. President, Excellencies, war is not the solution. War is the problem. People in Ukraine are suffering enormously. Ukrainians, Russians, and people far beyond need peace. And while prospects may look bleak today, we must all work knowing that genuine, lasting peace must be based on the UN Charter and international law. The longer the fighting continues, the more difficult this work will be. We don't have a moment to lose, and I thank you.